What's good, y'all? What's good? Speak of Love podcast live every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's your boy Mike Sears as always. And I'm here with my brother from Northern Ireland, the boy Rock Crack in the building.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
And of course, my motherfucking brother by the ways of the West Coast, Coach Chillin in the building.
What up? What up with it?
Yeah, continuing that No Limit Records month. Every
Yeah.
week, we've been killing it, bro. I've been highly enjoying this. And today, we decided, shout out to my man Vod, like, we're going to do an underrated album, you know? An album that I heard back in the day, but I didn't get it till like way later on, like a couple years back. Talking about Ghetto Commission, Wise Guys, released in 1998. There you go, yeah, that yellow fucking tray, my guy.
Right.
Yeah, it's a classic, bro. Underground, underrated. Like I said, I heard this back in the day. Along like these are the three albums that I heard, but never really got into like that till later on. Well, the main two is Ghetto Commission, Wise Guys. And the other one is Prime Suspects. Guilty to Proven Innocent. And Ross got me into those, like, to revisit them. And I was like, yeah, there's some absolute heat on there. And then the third one, which I don't really care for, to be honest, is that, was it Ghetto Organized, the Gambino family?
Gambino family?
It's not whack. It's just there.
Forgettable. Yeah.
It's there. It's just there, you feel me? It ain't like full blooded or nothing like that. And yo, Rick, that nigga gets it every episode. Every episode, I shit on him.
Oh, the
full blooded. Every verse.
Memorial Day
garbage. Yeah. I don't think he's on this album though.
No, he's not.
So yeah, we're free of him this week.
Free. How'd y'all discover this album, man?
Yeah, well, oh, sorry, I'll
go ahead
first. Yeah, no, I mean, this was just during my sort of period of like getting into No Limit, and like I said, the previous weeks, I was interested in everything. Obviously, like the popular stuff, the Trues, the Masterpiece, the Murders, etc. Obviously, already knew the Snoop albums, etc. I was interested in the popular stuff, but for some reason, I was interested in that like underground stuff, like you said, the stuff that no one really talks about. And Ghetto Commission was just one of those ones. I was like, let's check this out. Let's see how it is. No one really talks about it. And yeah, it really surprised me. Back in the day, I was like, wow, this is really good. And yeah, I ended up picking it up and stuff. And definitely something of a prized possession. Like all the No Limit stuff is very much rare and hard to get these days. But yeah, very happy to have it because yeah, I'm sure it goes for crazy money these days. But yeah, just one of those ones. I knew it was sort of obscure and I wanted to check it out for myself. And sometimes it's worth doing that. Sometimes, you surprise yourself for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I got it release date. I remember I was in junior high ditching, and this is the year No Limit. It was like every other week there was a new fucking album. But I loved it, especially the opening track, and we'll get into that in a bit. And there was a couple other tracks that are memorable, especially C Murder had a fire verse on here. Even Mr. Servon had a verse on here that I highly enjoyed, and Fiend and whatnot.
Not me.
But when you had the Prime Suspects, you have Gambino family, Steady Mobbin', like it kind of drowned with all that, Of course, like Ross said, you had the commercial stuff, the C Murders, the Silk, the Shockers, True, Snoop Dogg, and stuff like that. But this was one of the ones that went really under the radar that was really good.
Yeah.
And I always wondered what the fuck happened to them after this.
I say it all the time. Fucking Holloway should have had a solo career because this group consists of Holloway, G Spade, Valerio, and I can't even say that name. Was that name Dolly? Some shit? I can't even say that nigga name, bro.
And I want to know how they came together. Like, did P put them together? Were they?
That's what I was thinking. I listened to it. Did they know each other from the hood, or there's some niggas
exactly? Like I
would
like to see a documentary on that, on the lesser known No Limit soldiers.
The nigga that sings, I can't say his name.
Yeah, so this is according to Wikipedia. It might be bullshit, you know what I mean? You know how it is with Wikipedia. But it says on there, Carlos Stevens. I don't know if you guys looked at the production credits, but he's all over this. Carlos Stevens is like the main producer for this album. He does, I would say, a good like 3/4 of the beats or something. He does most of it. Apparently, In '96, Carlos, with permission of Master P, became the only in-house producer to establish distribution outside of No Limit Records, and this allowed him to bring in both Ghetto Commission and Skullduggery. So there you go. You can't win them all, but yeah, but I guess I guess Ghetto Commission were like his guys, I guess, and he brought them in. So that's according to Wikipedia. It might not be true, but yeah, I just thought I would bring that up.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. Like I said, Holloway. Everyone else is like kind of, but G Spade and Valerio are definitely dope. That Dolly dude, I didn't even say his fucking name. He's alright. He's good. He's not whack, but
yeah. I mean, I was gonna say, after listening to this album a few times, I think G Spade is definitely the second best one. He's got some dope.
Dog, I say that in my notes, bro. I said
it. Every group got to have a Tony Ayo, man.
All right, Ghetto Commission, Wise Guy, set it off.
Do it.
I'm a Soldier featuring Master P and Mystical. I love how they flipped that Bon Jovi joint. I thought Master P set it off dope on here. Mystical, of course, did his thing. G Spade had a dope verse, but of course, in my opinion, my dude Holloway had the best verse on the track. Valerio came correct as well. Very dope single. I fucking hate Bon Jovi, but that shit was dope, man. But still, tank I rise fire, bruh. It's a video for this shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned last week, No Limit, they often have the single as the first song, and this is another example of that. And yeah, understandable why they made this a single, immediately recognizable, that Bon Jovi sample that they flipped. I personally love that song, Wanted Dead or Alive. I think it's a dope song by Bon Jovi. Yeah, I think it's a dope song. And yeah, I like their flip on it. And yeah, I mean, I think everyone did their thing on here. Mystical I thought was very dope on here. I thought he came correct as usual. And yeah, I mean, I think they all do their thing. I like the way when Holloway comes in, he says, what is it? He says, I'm like a black de calaveras. That's Spanish for cowboy. I thought that was dope. The way he comes in later on. And yeah, overall, they're just basically representing the tank, to the fullest. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a dope song, dope way to kick off the album, and definitely probably the most memorable, iconic song from the album for sure.
I didn't take y'all for Bon Jovi fans, man. I didn't know.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm a big Bon Jovi fan, but he got 5 songs I fuck with.
yeah, same here.
Yeah, everything he did for the Young Gun movies and Wanted Dead or Alive, yeah, that shit was fire.
I put that nigga in the same category as Winger and fucking Poison, but it's all good. Salute.
Poison's dope too, man.
Oh my god, you like Poison, my guy?
Yeah, man. Poison had some hits, man.
Damn, son.
It's off to a good start.
Talk dirty. That's a classic. Yeah, this way. What a way to set it off, man. That sample's fucking epic, and yeah, man. I think they could have used it for something else, maybe another West Coast Bad Boys, because the Wanted Dead or Alive has a Western theme.
Mm-hmm.
But P talking on it, giving them a proper introduction, and this was they could have made it a No Limit Soldiers track like they did for all the other albums, Lil Posse cut. But bringing Mystical on there was cool, and I mean, there's 4 members, so you can only do so much with the features and whatnot. And the verse that Ross said, that's my favorite verse. I'm a black caballero, Spanish for cowboy, No Limit Soldier. This shit was fire. It's the favorite track of the fucking album.
Word. Then we get them up, featuring Prime Suspects and Fiend. Real grimy hype track. A lot of production on the joint. Fiend killed it. Prime Suspects, dudes come correct. I don't know none of them motherfuckers' names, bro. They're named after guns or some shit. But I remember correctly. But dope track, got get them up, nigga. Yeah, fire, bro. Real hype shit. I fucks with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this song, produced by KLC, and yeah, it's just one of those immediate bangers that just get you hyped up immediately, and that verse and get them up, this is so dope. And yeah, I mean, I thought Fiend obviously does a great verse. Fiend always comes correct, and I thought the Prime Suspects verses were pretty dope too. I like when one of them comes in towards the end and he says, when the guns go off, I bet your knees buckle, something ugly, chest open wide up, puking up red stuff, just crazy violent, hyped up, you got guns, blasting throughout the song. It's definitely one of those just gully, ignorant tracks. Classic No Limit stuff right here. Yeah, get them up. Another like highlight on the album for me.
Yeah, same here. It's that classic 98 style before, when 99 came in, it was the Hootie Hoo era, the commercial era. This is the 97. It reminds me of the 97, 98 style No Limit. And I know this came out, towards the end of 98. So, if what Ross says is true, they signed him in 96. Like, I could see this being recorded around 97, man. He had a grimy ass Fiend and Prime Suspects. Dope ass track, especially to follow it up to keep the momentum going.
Oh, yeah. And we got Thug Till I Die featuring Master P.
Yeah.
Fire shit. Thug Till I Die, look my killer in the eyes till my real niggas ride. Love that shit. I think G Spade, like you said earlier on top of the show, second dopest nigga in the group, in my opinion. He had a dope verse. Valerio did his thing as well. And Holloway just owns the track. I love how gully he comes on the track, bro. Like, dude should have had a fucking solo album. One of the nicest in the whole tank, bro. So yeah, Thug Till I Die. Dope track.
Yeah, definitely. I don't have much to say about this one. Featuring Master P, and it's very much like a typical track that P would be featured on. You know what I mean? Kind of smooth, and he kind of does the chorus and all that too. I like it. It's just another good song. In my opinion, this song does a good job of slowing things down a little bit. You know what I mean? It's a little bit smoother in the production tip. Definitely not as hype as before, but it definitely creates some variety in the album. And I like the song. I just don't have much to say about it personally.
Only thing I can take away from this, I love the production. It had a little mafioso type production on it, and it's not as rowdy as track number 2, but it seemed like they were taking it into a different direction, the whole mafioso thing, and it was dope. Especially, and now this is going more towards the album title, because the first song, I'm a Soldier, doesn't near this part 2 or track number 2, but this one does with the whole wise guy thing. It was dope.
Oh yeah. Then we got Hustler Baller. This has a straight up West Coast vibe to it, man. Like, Holloway is just too nasty. Like, it's like simple lines, but it's fire. The only nigga who could fear me is my barber, dog. Love that shit. Like I said before, like 2 times already, I still wish he had a solo album. He dropped around this time, or 99, G Spade did his thing. Definitely a dope MC, in my opinion. Valerio came correct as well. He got that big drug dealer talk on here. Definitely one of my favorite joints. I fucks with it.
Yeah, this is honestly my favorite song on the album. I really love this song.
I'm mad at that.
I think this song's great. I love the production on here, phenomenal stuff. Like you said, it kind of has like a West Coast kind of feel with it. I think it's because of the synths on here, just really nice. Sounds a little bit older, No Limit. Actually, I think it sounds like something that could have maybe came out in '96. Actually, it reminds me of like some of the like Ice Cream era kind of stuff, or like the Shocker. It kind of reminds me of that. And speaking of that, actually, the chorus, you got Master P's voice going that hustler, baller, gangster, caterpillar, murder. Yeah, it's off the first track of the Shocker. Yep. I love that song too. Overall, I think it's a really great song. My favorite verse, maybe G Spade, actually. I thought he had a great verse. He comes in saying, somebody call the coroner because Spade done lost his fucking mind. I love that. He just comes in crazy. And what was it he says? Banging from long range, you're playing the wrong game now. Bullets rain on your brain, blunt stains remain where your body was lying, caught up in G shit. Now statistics multiplying. He killed that. I thought his verse was the best. Everyone did their thing, and honestly, it's my favorite song on the album. I think it's just gully gangster shit at its best. Yeah.
I love how Holloway says, if these niggas start to flex, I'm gonna grab this tech, make them all hit the deck or something like that. Like, I always love that line in the fucking first verse. But the Master P, the chorus, I mean, I've heard that on the Silk the Shocker, the Hustler, Baller. That's on another. I think that was on the second Silk album, was it? It might have been used more than once.
Probably.
They do it a lot.
Yeah.
You know, P was known for that, but definitely one of the top 5 tracks on this album for me.
Yeah, it's just hard, bro. Now we got How Could You Blame Us featuring Fiend. Fiend takes a break from that Mr. Womp Womp mode. Gets calm on here. Love when he does that. Does that well too. Talks about hardships in the hood. Valerio talks about taking care of his child but maintaining to be a dope there at the same time. And G Spade talks about murders going down in the hood. I thought this was dope. I love those kind of tracks where they get real deep and retrospective and shit like that. So yeah, I fucks with it, man.
Yeah, I like the song too. Yeah, always nice to hear the other side of things. You know, we have the Mr. Won't Fiend and Get Him Up, and this is the opposite. Like we said last week when we reviewed the Fiend album, he he's good at hooks. And this is another dope example of that. And he does a great job on the opening verse, like you said, just kind of outlining the kind of the struggles and like sort of portraying obviously just the crazy stuff that they go through. And how could you blame us? That's just, it's just what it is. That's what we don't have a choice in this situation, kind of thing. And I think it's a dope song for sure. It's and again, like a different vibe. This does a pretty good job of mixing things up all the way through. So yeah, How Can You Blame Us? Dope song. Definitely Fiend is like the highlight of the song in my opinion.
Yeah, it sounds like it was meant for a Fiend album, man. He kicks off the track. He's all over the chorus. It was like Fiend featuring Ghetto Commission.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite Fiend tracks. I like hearing Fiend when he's more vulnerable like that. He's not all rowdy. He actually gets a little personal on this one, and it's pretty dope. Love it. Deep track.
Oh, yeah. Next you get Run Quickly. Dope ass beat. Again, Holloway just so grimy in here. I can't stress how much I love that dude. He's fucking dope. G Spade sets it off dope as well. Valerio had a dope verse too. Just got them West Coast synths on here as well. Shit's dope, man. Hard to break down some of these tracks because the subject matter is really the same sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But doesn't mean it's whack. It's just hard to break down. But yeah, Run Quickly, definitely a decent track.
Yeah, I like the song too, and again, like you said, kind of it has that West Coast kind of feel to it. Definitely during the chorus, and I like the chorus. It's kind of basic, but like just what they're saying. Any wrong moves, you get shut the fuck up. It's just simple, but like gully and dope. And I thought G Speed's opening verse was really dope. His flow is pretty good. Like he's definitely, I would say second after Holloway. Again, another verse, dope verse from him. And Holloway again, he's just great. I think he had a line that was like, if you clown, Ryan's will fill your back up, something like that. Just something. Again, it's not like anything clever, but just like he's got a dope voice and a dope delivery, and very entertaining to listen to. I like Run Quickly. It's kind of like again picks things up a little bit after How Could You Blame Us? Again, it has that kind of like paranoid, kind of like action-y kind of feel. Bad stuff's about to go down with that track. Yeah, I like it a lot. So.
Oh, I love the beat. Like he just said, the West Coast synthesizer, and then you got boom, 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 boom. Like if a drive-by is about to fucking happen, man, this shit was wild. That's another one of my favorite tracks on this one. And Mike said it perfectly. A lot of these tracks, they're not. I won't call them the same, but I think the only standout so far we have is I'm a Soldier from the rest of them. As far the rest of them pretty much blend in together.
Yeah, I will say there is one song coming up called Trying to Make It, and there's another song coming up called Trying to Change. Yeah. That's not that different.
That was good.
I like each other's B-sides and shit.
Yeah.
Now, this shit is my favorite song on the album, bro. Bloodline, featuring Magic, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. So fucking relentless on here. So fucking dope. Just talking about bodying the enemy's whole family. Valerio kill shit too. Talking about body and the dude's mama. It's the whole nine, you know. G-Spade said he wants the nigga great grandma cut off. You know what I'm saying? So grimy. Then Magic at the end, bro. Just so fucking dope. Just body shit. Before I leave, I scream, Mr. fucking Magic, and scratch off for my navigator laughing. Ha ha. Bro. Gonna kill your bloodline. Oh, that shit hard, bro. Yeah, Bloodline, my favorite song on here, bro.
All right.
Fucking evil.
Yeah, I love this song too. It's definitely my top three. Like, yeah, this song's awesome. I think this is actually the song I sent you back in the day to like recheck
Absolutely.
this album out. Yeah, yeah.
I went fucking bonkers, yeah.
Yeah, this sounds great. Yeah, like you said, just so violent. This song is definitely one of the most violent tracks on the album. Holloway's opening verse is just crazy. Towards the end, he's like, "Toss the plastic and watch me cock the hammer back. Each one of these bullets going to be put a member of your family on the mat. You down for trying to shine. It's personal. You bet's the bet. Promise this not a threat. I'm going to leave your whole bloodline wet." Yeah, just crazy. And the chorus is really dope. Simple, we're killing off your bloodline, and you got that blocker, like a Magic coming in with that. Yeah, everyone, did their thing. Spade, he did his thing, so call the coroner because Spade lost his fucking mind. He's that line again, but it's dope. And then, Magic, he comes in, I'm looking for your mama to make sure she don't produce no more. I want your daddy so I can fuck him with the barrel of my fofo. He just dope. And, I love towards the end, he's like, before I leave, I scream, Mr. fucking Magic, and scratch off in my navigator laughing.
That's that real beef, motherfucker.
Yeah, definitely. And the beat as well is so dark, you know what I mean? It reminds me of another song called The Truth of Wicked Worldwide. Very similar to that, definitely. I love Bloodlines, definitely one of my favorites too.
Yeah, when Holloway says Holloway GC's the commission causing havoc, ready to go to war side by side with Mr. Magic. I love that part, man.
It's hard, right?
That first verse is just fire. Especially blocker. You don't fun with throw niggas partner, and then Holloway just comes in and wrecks that shit.
He's after my top 3 soldiers, probably, dog. I love Holloway. Yeah. To me, yeah. He's up there. Like Cain and Abel, yeah, he's up there with them niggas. To me, dog.
It's fire.
Ill shit. Then we get These Eyes of Mine. Odell, he's featured on here. Real dope chorus on here. G-Spade talks about a woman smoking crack while she's pregnant. And he says, like, why are you trying to poison your seed and shit? And then Holloway talks about little girls trying to be women, grow up too fast, and that still happens today. Unfortunately, especially with the strong influence of social media and shit like that. So I think a track from 1998, 25 years ago, still reigns today. So I like this track. Sure. These Eyes of Mine.
Yeah, I like the song too. Yeah, featuring Odell doing the singing on here. Pretty dope. Smooth track. Again, they're doing a good job of mixing things up. You have like one of the gulliest songs of Bloodline, and then brings it back with a smooth kind of laid back track, and like you said, like a conscious kind of track too. That's definitely rings true today, and sort of reminds me of songs like "Mama Was a Junkie" by Isham or something like that. Kind of talking about how. Obviously, pregnancy and like, smoking crack and just, being a terrible, example for your child and stuff like that. Just very relevant stuff that's, still goes on to this day. I think it's a dope track. It's not one of my ultimate favorites, but, it definitely serves its purpose on the album. And again, just sort of mixes things up a bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorite tracks. I like how Odell, kicks off the chorus and everything. It kind of sounds like his flow sounded like Montel Jordan's Fallen. It sounded just like that, especially when he, I keep seeing all these things through the eyes of mine, like the way he ends that line and everything. You can tell it was not a sample, but inspired, I guess, by that flow was inspired by Montel Jordan shit from '96, and definitely a deep track. One of my favorite tracks on the album.
Oh, yeah. Now we get to Trying to Make It, featuring Mr. Servon. Mr. Servon talks about his cousin being a dope head and shit like that. His verse is just fucking horrendous to me. It's so fucking bad. This is like him going into the second album. Like Life Insurance Servon was dope. I don't know what the fuck happened. Terrible. But Holloway's so dope though, you know. I never had a role model because my pappy hit the bottle. Some real shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Franklin Saint type shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And then Valerio, he talks about his life as well, life's ills and shit like that. Not one of my favorites, but it's decent. It's decent.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty decent song too. Again, it's kind of smooth, kind of slightly more laid back track. They're not trying to mix things up here. The two songs, this one and the previous one, kind of go nicely together. And it's a good song. I like when I think it's G Spade. He says, I'm a soldier on the path, and that I ride is the path that I die. I thought that was pretty dope. Just a dope little line in there. But overall, it's a decent song. I didn't really care for Mr. Servon's verse, mainly because of its flow. I don't know what happens.
Just like flow. On the C Murder record or whatever. No, on Mac, I think it was. Whatever we reviewed, he was whack on. Terrible.
Yeah, no, it was Mac. Yeah, because we liked him on C Murder. He was good on the C Murder album.
He was. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, it wasn't like horrible. I've definitely heard a lot worse, but no.
I actually enjoyed the Servon verse.
Yeah, well, you can.
I hate his album. I love that one. Yeah, I actually enjoyed the verse.
Do you like that album?
That's all I got to say on that.
What, Life? Not Life. What's the one?
Next Level.
Next Level.
Next Level. No.
Oh, good. Yeah.
No, that's up there with Full Blooded, and that's just and Skullduggery.
Christopher Lee Rios couldn't save that, bro. Hunter couldn't save that. That's my god.
To NY track,
yeah. I'm in the minority though. I actually didn't mind I don't mind Mr. Servon's first song here. I don't mind his flow and how slow he went and everything, and then it goes into the chorus and everything. And this one of the two of the guys from Ghetto Commission on the chorus, right? I believe it was no Odell or anybody on that shit. But I actually enjoyed this track though. This is not a bad track, man. They slowed it down.
Word.
But it sounds like another one of what's it called? The one that we were saying, the one with not Magic, but with Odell. Like it's too similar to that one.
For me, Lies of Mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we get Devil's Playground. Valerio sets it off, being haunted by the nigga he had accidentally killed. This is dope. I like this song. Holloway talks about bodying the dude and, taking a Japanese dude and his kid hostage. It's crazy, bro. He said he should have stood in bed and shit like that. I love this shit. And G Spade, my bad, fellas. That just cracked me up. Then G Spade has a dope verse, Sometimes I think Holloway might have wrote his verses sometimes. That's just
maybe.
They got the same flow sometimes,
Yeah.
He talks about murdering like an innocent person. That's a dope fucking concept, and I enjoy this shit, yo. Yeah. I think Holloway had me laughing because he got that grimy voice, Just in the fucking bed.
The storytelling, man.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. You broke it down really well, and I really like the beat for this song. It definitely has that dark kind of twisted feel to it, and I like the strings in the background for really kind of add an element of cinematis, like a kind of cinema kind of feel to it. It sounds kind of epic, but at the same time just dark as hell. And it's definitely another highlight on the album for me, and it sort of shows off what these guys can do lyrically. And like you said, it's something a bit different as well. I can't really recall a track quite like this before. Yeah, it's a really good one. Devil's Playground, I like it a lot.
Yeah, no, you just said it, cinematic, very cinematic. It paints a picture, Father, forgive me for the wrong I've done. I was high, my brain was numb, and then he goes in, this is some shit that G-Dep was living at the time.
Oh yeah.
And then he confessed. He should have confessed like a song, man. He shouldn't have fucking went and did 25 years of life.
Album of the Ghetto is so fucking good. Sidebar.
Yeah, fucking love that album. Sidebar. That's probably one of the best Bad Boy albums ever.
It is.
But I enjoy this one. It is it's dark. It's realistic. There's people trying to survive, and then accidents happen. They didn't mean to kill somebody, but shit happens, you know, and then they're forever haunted. And it was some real shit right here. This shit might be based on a true story. Who knows?
Facts.
You know, like back then, rappers were known to do that shit.
A lot of these niggas ain't grow up pussy, bro. A lot of these niggas is real.
They were known to tell their stories through their music and everything. So who knows? But I don't think any agent's gonna hear this song because it's not a popular album. But I love that track.
That's great. Hey, yo, Vod, you ever hear "Child of the Ghetto"?
No, not the full album. No,
you like it. I know you. Hey, right up your alley.
Yeah.
There's a song with fucking G-Rap and I think Kane. It is. I rock him. I can't. Oh, it's fucking crack.
Like that's what Bad Boy should have sounded like. Was him.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was G-Dep. It was no shiny suit. It was none of that gay shit.
Child of the Ghetto, the body. Explain it to me. Oh, it's so fucking good.
Live in the description, the picture, the
painted for me. Yeah, I'm telling you, you would love it.
This shit is fire.
I had to get that out there, brother.
No
I had to get that out there. Next is the reason why Corey Miller is me and Rick's favorite member of the
That's right.
Lost Thugs featuring C Murder. C Murder sets it off, talks about the grimy shit like he always does and dealing with fallen homies. Holloway talks about his younger brother passing away. I love that shit. He's like, you know what my reaction was? Go spill that motherfucker's blood. Caught him slipping. Fuck the club. Then proceeded to fill his ass with slugs. Hard. Then Valerio talks about losing a homie. Lived a wild gangster life and that he passed on. Fucking fire. Absolutely love this song. C Murder fucking kill that shit as well. Fire.
Yeah, a great song, and yeah, love C Murder's verse. Yeah, he's kind of definitely the star of the track in my opinion. Yeah, what does he said? He says, you know, in the murder cap, I sympathize with every lost soul in the ghetto of overcrowded cemeteries. Damn, this world is hella scary. I'm still tripping on how Lance died, and my tears ain't still never dried. Makes me want to commit suicide. Like, oof, you know, just crazy, you know, just dark stuff. It's, you know, really, you know, obviously very real. And yeah, I think, you know, like we said earlier when we did the C Murder album, you know, he was the best by far of all the Miller brothers is doing, as far as doing like that real, like it just, he feels so authentic, you know what I mean? Just everything he says.
Incredible, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, for me, you know, like what Cool Children said earlier with one of the other songs, this feels like a C Murder song featuring Ghetto Commission to me. Yeah, because you even got C Murder talking at the start and stuff like that, you know, and yeah, he does the chorus as well, you know, reminiscing about my lost folks, you know, he's doing all that.
So good.
Yeah, definitely a dope track, and definitely like another highlight on the album for me.
Yeah, I feel like it was meant for Bossellini, you know.
Yeah,
like, that fit perfectly, wouldn't it?
This would have been dope on Bossellini, and maybe I'm biased because he's my favorite soldier off the tank. I think this is the best verse on the whole fucking album. Like C Murder just came and wrecked it, and
yes,
his only feature, right? Yeah,
his
only feature on the damn album, and that's why I think some of these were throwaways from other albums. This one, the Fiend one, I think that felt like a throwaway from a Fiend one, and even Mr. Magic, that might have been a throwaway from, you know, Sky's the Limit. So a lot of this felt like, and if you notice, this album don't have as many tracks as some of those other albums did. I feel like a lot of these are throwaways from those albums. They were fire. But the song is just fire, and I think C Murder fucking wrecks it. He comes grimy and raw as he always does, you know.
Yeah, I'm pissed I didn't mention this on the Life or Death review, but yo, there was niggas in Maple Gardens projects that he was getting true tattoos because of murder, bro. You know, like straight the fuck up.
I've had homies who had true tattoos. I've seen it before. Yes.
Yeah, you tatted him, stump. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucking love C Murder, bro. He's my favorite.
I'll be real. I've seen more true tattoos than I've seen Thug Life tattoos out here.
Niggas don't understand. Like, Murder was huge.
He was that dude. Yeah.
If you were slinging crack, like that, he was your favorite. Oh, this is street nigga. He was your favorite. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck. I love C Murder, man.
He's the one the street homies related to the most.
Maybe next year we'll do No Limit month again with the 99 albums that are actually good. You know, he did some Borsellini review.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
No one
Yeah,
talks
No
about
Limit
it. I
Top
love
Dog.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Street Life. World War 3. Yeah, nigga.
Gangsta. Man, I love Boston.
Borsellini is amazing, bro.
Big ups to the record store selling me that Street Life for dirt cheap, bro. I couldn't believe that shit.
Yeah, the vinyl, right?
Yeah, I couldn't believe I
Yeah.
found that. I was like, they know what they got here? Shit.
My man's hooked me up for Christmas and my birthday. Shout out to
Yeah.
Ross for that one, because dog, so hard to get.
Yeah, definitely. With
Yeah.
the blue Q pack as well.
I
Right?
love.
Yeah,
Yes,
I got that one.
Love that. Yeah. All right, Ghost in the Dark. This is a shorter track, but Holloway sets it off. Sorry, y'all got a fucking heartburn. But fire, bro. Like straight body bagged it. Holloway did. G Spade bodied it too. So the Valerio, it's a shorter track. Not much to say about it, but not whack at all. It's decent.
Yeah, I like the song. You know, I kind of like the kind of darker vibe to it. And this song actually has a sequel on, I think, the We Can't Be Stopped compilation. That's another thing that P took. We Can't Be Stopped. I wonder where he got that title from.
Finish that rap a lot real quick.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty good song, like you said, a shorter track, and yeah, I think it's a cool song. Not like an ultimate favorite, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's one of my favorite beats off the album. That's for damn sure. It's just what, about 3 minutes long. It sounds like you just said, a throwaway from We Can't Be Stopped. It just that. This album is all over the place when you really analyze it. It's like, fuck, man. Like, it just sounds like this. It sounds like that. Doesn't have the, I so far only one song gives me that mafioso type theme, and this song ain't one of it. But I love this song though. One of my favorite beats on the album.
Yeah, that'd be dope. We did a Welcome to the Top Shelf episode 3, and I showed motherfucking Sibo, to the casket drops, and I said this is mob music, mafioso shit. If it had it,
Yeah.
If the West Coast did mafioso, it'd be that. I would love to see the southern version of that, and it should have been it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Isham got Dead Flowers. That kind of fits into that,
Yeah, and I'm so happy my nigga Rick fucks with Dead Flowers, bro.
Yeah,
that makes me so happy. Yeah. You would love Bruce Wayne too, bro. You would love that.
There's another. You know what? I ain't got time to look for it right now, but I have another Isham album I just ordered not too long ago, and it came in maybe a month ago, but I just haven't posted it. I haven't even listened to it.
Try to think if you get a chance. Try to think.
Yeah. No, it's around here somewhere. I just, yeah.
That's how me, Ross, and Steve became friends. The Isham, they can nod it, But and you liking Dead Flowers is just incredible. But yeah, let me get Wise Guys. Dope title track. G Spade and Valerio flossing the track. Of course, Holloway again did his thing. I'm a mobster eating lobster, fucking doing what I got to. They could get out of line. Then I'm grabbing that chopper, and that chopper going blocker. Like shit. Just gully shit, bro. I think it's a dope title track. I fucking rocks with it. Again, my favorite member just sliding through these niggas, man. Ill shit. Pause.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I like the verses on this track, but I'm not a huge fan of the hook personally. Married to the mob. I'm not.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I thought the verses were dope, but it's just not one of my favorite songs. I think because of that hook, but decent song.
We're getting there for me. Close.
Yeah.
No, I like this song. I enjoyed this album or this song right here. Not, I'm with you. It's not the best song on the album, but it's fairly decent. Nothing memorable for me though.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it was a title track. Doesn't really sound like a title track. Like the way usually a title track is kind of like the centerpiece of the album, so to speak. It doesn't really,
right?
Yeah.
Like The Game, the documentary. Come on, that's a fucking anthem. Ready to Die. I can be here all day naming title tracks. But next we get Trying to Change. Did you go, Rick?
Yeah.
Okay. Next we get Trying to Change featuring Silk the Shocker. To be honest, this song does nothing for me. I'm a Silk the Shocker defender. I am, bro. I say he's the wackest, dopest nigga of all time. But his verse on here is just whack, bro. I don't know. I don't like it. Valerio talks about, dealing with life's ills, while G Spade talks about dealing with the drug game and his mama being worried and all that. Holloway has the best verse, of course. Talks about dealing drugs and supporting his mama if he makes it and shit. I don't like this shit, bro. I'll be honest. Savage stuff.
It's funny. When I first listened to this album, I listened to this album like 4 times this week, in preparation for this. The first time I listened to this song again, I had the exact same reaction. I was like, nah, I'm not really feeling this. But see, by the time I got to the end of the week, like today, basically, I'm like, oh, this is kind of grown on me. I kind of like this song. I think the beat for this is hella smooth, like really, really nice.
Right.
And I like the hook, you know what I mean? I'm trying to change. And you got Silk coming in saying, trying to change. It's simple, but it's dope. I liked it. And I thought the verses were pretty good too. Pretty like, pretty obvious subject matter if it like No Limit in general have done loads of times.
Feeling pain, missing homies, killing people.
Yeah, it's definitely like a No Limit song. Imagine like a No Limit song written by AI. It's kind of like that, but lyrically, pretty standard. But I thought the production was pretty good and pretty smooth. So I still liked it. I kind of fucked with it.
I think that was the best part of the song for me is the production.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the bells in the background, and it I know it hits in the car because like when I was in high school, I'd play this. I'd say 2-3 times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I had it on rotation like crazy, but I remember that one would hit in the subs and everything. And it was slow. It was a slow one. So if you were cruising, driving slow, that was a slow beat you could hit. It would knock.
Vaughn mentioned the AI. That AI shit getting out of hand, bro. That shit crazy.
Bro, it's getting annoying as fuck right now.
It is. Someone posted like Biggie doing the fucking shook ones. I'm like, oh, come on now, bro.
They did. They posted Biggie and Tupac doing niggas in Paris.
Oh my god,
it was annoying. Shit was annoying because I'm like, neither of these guys would spit those verses. Like, no,
hell no.
Yeah,
that is wild.
Yeah,
singing Kanye's verse, and it was just like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
That is nuts, bro. The fuck. All right. Next we get Jesus Christ. Might be a top 3 song for me. Shackled. Absolutely love this song and the concept of it. They talk about slavery and how it would be if the roles were reversed in 1998. I love Holloway verse on here. Breaks it down. Look at Master pick that cotton, and you best not miss a spotting. You're thinking about escaping, I'm gonna shoot you while you're trying. That shit hard as fuck. Talks about how he's gonna fuck his wife too when he gets horny and shit like that. Have his kids washing his clothes and shit.
You know, right now, boy, I'm about to fuck your wife.
I love that shit, bro. Because I used to watch slavery movies all the time with my grandma, Roots and all that shit.
Yeah.
So being 13 years old hearing this, I was like, yeah, nigga, you get them fucking racist motherfuckers.
Ain't gonna take your place at, 12 or whatever the time it was? Like,
yeah. It's just Valerio and G Spade, they have dope verses on here. Touch on, blacks in present time. Absolutely love this song. It's fucking hard. Unapologetic. Getting revenge on the fucking racist ass motherfucking slave shit in the years and years ago, but I fuck with it heavy.
Yeah,
love Shackled.
Yeah, no, this is a dope song for sure. It reminds me of Menace Clan when they did that Runaway Slave. Kind of reminds me of that, but yeah,
Menace Clan was straight violent in the world.
Yeah, and again, like very like anti like white people as well. But very very dope song and very hard. I love that Holloway verse that you mentioned. just so gully. But everyone else did their thing as well. I can't remember who did the first verse, but he had a dope line where he's like, they used to rape our fucking they used to rape our fucking wigs, destroy our dreams, and steal our hopes. So I'll be that sniper sniping at their heads through the rifle scopes. I thought that was dope as well.
It's Holloway. So rip a fucking woman.
Is that Holloway as well?
I think it's Holloway,
yeah. Overall, I think like you said, it's gully, but at the same time, like it has like an edge and like a point to it as well. And it's dope. Yeah, definitely another highlight on the album for sure. And I like the production on this one. It has like a slight kind of like banjo-y kind of vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like it has that kind of twang to it. Yeah,
like you're in the South. You're in the
it fits. Yeah, really good.
Fire.
I'm gonna fuck your wife tonight. I'm gonna do it out of spite because I'm a nigga and she's white. Like, it was hilarious.
I'm a nigga and she white.
Yeah. Definitely one of my favorite songs as well on the album. A dope concept, dope. It's cinematic, man. They flipped the. Pete could have made a movie off this, man. Like straight up.
Imagine that.
Oh,
He
God,
made
it
a
would have been
movie out of
horrible.
everything else, man. Last Dawn. and
See the
shit.
black niggas on the horses and the white people picking the cotton and shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, Pete be one of the fucking slave owners. Get to work, cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like on the Last Dawn, he's like, "You fucking monkey, you jumped in my truck." Like the way he talks on that skit on the Last Dawn.
They be little fucking kids doing the laundry and shit. No Little Phil presents Shackled.
They could have done it. He should have done it.
The backwards. I'm dying here, son. That's
He should have
great.
done that shit.
Yo, Rick, you're the man for that, bro. That's great. I needed that. I had a long, fucked up week. That's great. Oh, fuck. Unc's dying, son. He's dying because he's hearing us. I can picture P on the horse, but I get to work.
Right?
It'd be an outrage.
I can
I
only
can
imagine, man, having a white slave running away. Pete, there he goes. Woo-hoo!
See, Rhino would shoot him in the back.
Oh man, I could see them all mystical and everything.
The
Slave
main
right
thing.
there, right there.
Did they have the house honky? They be cooking with me X.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Yo, bro, I'm sorry, bro.
No, oh, no.
We gotta act a fool sometime. That's
Absolutely.
fantastic.
If anything ever gets back to P, I hope he hears this shit. With everything he did.
He likes to sell cereals and shit. Go do another movie, nigga.
Yup.
Yep.
This whole concept, that'd be fantastic, bro. All right, sorry, yo.
Oh, you good, brother.
All right, our thing, right? We on Sat 16.
Yep.
Yeah.
Featuring Magic, QB. I think QB was on a little skit on the C Murder album.
Yeah, that's right. The commercial for the album
Yeah.
that never came out. Yeah.
And Mac, like Holloway sets it off lovely. This dude is probably my favorite No Limit Soldier. Like I said earlier, after my main three, probably, you know. Mac and Magic did their thing, of course. Like we say it every week, but Magic is so dope. And then Mac just annihilated this shit, bro. You know, when is there a whack Mac verse? Never. Fire.
Yeah, a dope song. Kind of like I guess you could call this a posse cut. Yeah, pretty good song. I really like Mac towards the end, you know, where he says, you know, with this murder, killer, blood spiller with ram, or I'll cut your life short with my part in the last dawn. So much of a soldier, I drove my tank to the prom. You know, I thought that was dope. I thought QB's verse was okay. I thought it was not too bad. I like when he says, you know, you keep your mouth closed before your body wind up with holes. You know, it's pretty like self-explanatory or like pretty straightforward. But I thought his verse was okay. It wasn't too amazing. But yeah, Magic was, you know, dope as always. And yeah, obviously the Ghetto Commission guys did their thing as well. I thought it was like a good, pretty solid like posse cut. I think this would have been a decent album closer. Maybe I'm spoiling what I think of the rest of the album, but yeah, no, I thought it was, you know, decent.
Yeah. You ain't lying. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's so much of a soldier. He drove his tank to the prom.
To the prom.
I
Yeah.
love that line. Love this shit. Like you said, it dope posse cut. I think you could have added C Murder on there, and it would have been fire, man. Maybe even Soldier Slim. Like that beat is fire. The way Mac ends it, though, I always love that tank to the prom. That always stood out to me, man. So much of a soldier even drove it to the prom.
Sorry, I pictured a white nigga just running away. And he said, "Who did?"
Hey, you know what? Hey, to think about it. Hey,
fuck it
to
up.
think about it real quick. It's
Yeah.
No Limit related. Silk the Shockers, My World, My Way. Look it up after this. There's a song called Run, Run, Run.
Yeah.
And you hear somebody running like through the forest. And now that you hear me, woo, boom, and they hear a gunshot, run, run, and then Silk the Shocker starts rapping.
And don't forget, we've got Run Quickly on this album as well.
That'd be a soundtrack.
But it
Yeah.
brings me up to the Silk the Shocker, and it's like such a shitty fucking song, man. It's such a horrible album, but now that stands out to me. P yelling, and it sounds like they are chasing a slave.
I gotta see the Miller Brothers as slave masters, bro.
Oh man, we're gonna play it afterwards. You gotta find that Silk the Shocker run, yeah, just for that clip, that 10 seconds.
Oh, Ricky, I said in the comments, you're a legend, bro. That shit had me on the floor. Jesus, I needed that, bro. I needed that. Are we done with our thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Bad weather.
Bad weather, like very short track. G Spade and Valerio do their thing on here, talking that drug talk. It's very short, so I got no motherfucking like big explanation for it, but no short track.
Yeah, I thought the song was pretty cool. Quite like the beat for it, and I like that they're basically using like weather as like they're sort of personifying it, like that they are basically like bad weather. You know what I mean? They're just wrecking shit and just causing problems for people. Yeah, pretty good track. Too short though. You know what I mean? I definitely think it could have been longer, but yeah, not bad.
It has potential to be a good track, but like it's not even 2 minutes. It's like just shy of 2 minutes. It had the beat feels like to me it was wasted. It could have been better.
Like you always say, P loves to fill the disc up with as much music as possible.
Right. If you would have made it a 3.5, almost 4 minute track, and it didn't even have to have features. They could have done something good with this one.
Next, you get Thug Love. The fella's talking about needing a gangster bitch. Valerio sets it off saying what qualities he wants his, bitch to have. G Spade as well comes to Holloway keeps the topic, says he can have a bitch to stash his guns with, and this shit's not that good for me, bro. It's like, and it's not a good closer for me.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely not.
No, I agree with you. It's just this sounds like a track, I don't know, 6 or something. Like, I don't know. As a closer, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And the kind of topic of the song is just not that great either. You know what I mean? If I want something like this, I'd rather listen to Apache Gangster Bitch or something. Something like that.
Yeah. Good song.
But yeah, no, it's not that great. Thug Love, one of my weaker tracks on the album for sure.
Yeah, it's a horrible way to fucking close this album, man. Like we said, our thing would have been the perfect way, especially with the mafioso, this thing of ours type of theme. That was just a good track just to fucking end it, man. But yeah, waste.
So there you have it, Ghetto Commission. Wise guys, like every episode, we give you our top 3 songs of the album and the classic Sauce Mike rating of the album. So, for me, thanks to my nigga Vod for reintroducing me to this. I heard it back in the day, thought it was dope back in the day, but I listen to so much music, not just rap, that I forget. You know what I'm saying? So I got reintroduced and I loved it. For me, top 3 tracks, got Bloodline, of course. I got that Shackled. That's a Speaking Club memory right there. Come on now. That. And the third track, the Lost Dogs with C Murder. Got that one. And then Mike rating, I would have to give it. I want to give it a 3.5, but that's kind of like really low. And the songs I like a lot on here, so I'll give it a light 4. Feel me? I'll give it a light 4. I called it a classic at the top of the show, but I tend to do that a lot. But
get excited, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Gotta think of Bloodline and all that other shit, but yeah, I would give it a light 4, bro. And like I said, the best positive thing that came out of Ghetto Commission is Holloway. He's so talented, he's just dope. I put him in the same reign as Magic, just that raw, uncut shit. He's dope as hell. His solo album would have been a fucking masterpiece in my eyes. But yeah, it's the best out the 3 lesser known groups. Ghetto Commission, Prime Suspects, and what's the name of that group? Ghetto Organized
Family.
Yeah, Gambino Family. But yeah, these my thoughts on Ghetto Commission. Wise guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely a good album overall. Like, there's not that much weak stuff on here. There's a couple of tracks that I could probably do without, but that is, with these No Limit albums, they're so long. Like this, I think this could have been a killer 12-track, 13-track album. If you just took like maybe 4 tracks off some of the weaker tracks. I think it would have been a much punchier, better album. Like you could have had this be like a nice like 50-minute album, and it would have been great. But
Absolutely.
yeah, it sort of loses some of its steam as it goes on. It's definitely one of those ones again. It feels long when you listen to it, I have to say. Even though I do like most of it, it does feel long. And yeah, overall, Holloway is very good. And I thought G Spade, I liked him as well. I thought he had some pretty dope verses on here. The other two, not so much, pretty forgettable. But you still got some good features on here. Not too many because obviously it's a group album. You don't want to have too many features on here. But the features that they did get were pretty dope. You obviously you got the Miller Brothers, you got Fiend, you got Mystical, you got Mac. You know what I mean? Pretty good stuff there. We didn't get we did get 1 week verse from Mr. Servo, but we didn't get too many like other bumheads like Full Blooded or Skullduggery or anything. You know what I mean? It was pretty good, like feature wise. And I thought the production on this album was very good as well. Carlos Stevens, he did most of it. He did his thing on here. Really, really good beats. And yeah, I mean, overall, I really liked the album. I'm probably going to give it that 3.5 that you were talking about earlier. If strong,
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, it's just I think it's a very good album. It's just not quite up to did I give Fiend last week a 4? I think I did, and it's not quite as good as Fiend. So I guess like each week we're getting like my ratings get lower with each week. But yeah, overall I think it's a very good album. My top 3 tracks are going to be Hustler Baller, love that song, Bloodline, and probably that Devil's Playground. That's going to be my top 3.
Oh yeah.
Dope album. It's a dope album. I'd give it a 3 because there's nothing too memorable from it. If you would have asked me a month ago, I probably couldn't name much off of it. Not like some of the other older No Limit albums that still you play, and I'm gonna start rapping every damn word to a lot of these older ones, like All the C Murders, some Fiend and whatnot. But could have been better. I really wish they stuck with a mafioso theme, especially with that title, and just like 504 Boys, Goodfellas, it was not mafioso for shit. For shit.
I thought it was gonna be the first cover. Remember the first cover with G Money and Nino was said? That shit was fire.
You're expecting some mobster shit, and it just wasn't there. But my 3 songs would probably be Lost Thugs. That's one of them. Our Thing, and How Could He Blame Us? How Could He Blame Us with Fiend?
Word. Yeah, man. I'm glad we touched on this. No one really talks about this album, and I'm glad y'all gave it a lower rating because it's dope. Different opinions, man. I would feel like going back and giving it a 3.5 myself, but I give it 4, light 4, light. Yeah. There you have it. Next week, we're going to the LBC.
I'm hyped for that one.
Likewise, man. The game is to be sold, not to be told, bro. Can't wait for that one. Snoop Dogg. First album on the Tank. First album after Death Row. 3rd album. Very early in his career. Catalog-wise.
What's up with everybody in the chat?
Yeah, chat was popping.
It's Record Store Day. Y'all get anything good?
Shit, nigga. I would have to go to Boston. Oh, shit. 92, my nigga.
92. I'm going to just show y'all a little bit what I got. I got that. I got some.
Oh, nice.
E40. This one was dope. The Godson live.
Oh, shit.
Live, even though he has ether on there. I'm like, it's all good. It's all good.
Let's go.
Look at this, Mike.
Blah da da.
Oh man.
I fucking love Mozzie so much.
Everything released today, this is the only one I needed. I needed blah da da. I got some PM Dawn, and then this one right here, Mike. I know you're gonna appreciate this one.
Oh, Jimmy's
first one. Yeah, man.
I'm with a church, man. I was looking for that a week ago, like online. Can't find it nowhere.
The vinyl?
Yeah, I don't know
it
where
just
to
came
look.
out today.
Yeah, but I seen it and it said sold out. It said like Record Store Day and it said sold out. So I gotta look deeper.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find it on eBay right now. But the store that I went to only had one. I was like, fire, man.
Yeah, fire. A great album. 04, man. Came out the same day, straight out of Cashville, bro. Good times.
What's up, Mike? What you think of Snowfall, man?
Absolutely loved it. Loved it.
Fucking Franklin, man. Where he's like, "Can I have $10?" I was like,
Couldn't believe that. I was
"Fuck,
like,
man."
damn, son. Like some drug dealers end up broke with nothing. They don't end up like Tony Montana dead, in a shootout,
Man.
all coked up and shit. You know?
This might be just as bad though. His teeth were all fucked
I
up.
know it's a bloodshot eye and shit.
Yeah, that was sad. It was
It
sad.
was sad. He told Leon, he's like, I'm proud of you. The best fucking friend I ever had.
Yeah, and how they were filming Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, you're never
I thought
gonna
that
win
was
Oscar.
dope. I thought that was dope. They were filming Boys in the Hood in the background. Good tribute to John Singleton. That was dope.
That's Franklin in '91, bro. It's crazy.
You know, hopefully he's in the spinoff, man. Hopefully he's
He
like
has to be. You gotta have
a
Frank
crack
in there.
fiend in the background in the spinoff.
Sucks, bro.
You know,
Jesus.
we never got no closure though with Scully.
Nah, Scully I guess he forgave him. He got holy and shit.
What happened with Scully? That I want to know what's up with that. What a show though, man.
I know. Fucking love it, bro.
You know,
Could have stopped playing Kendrick Pride at the end, bro. I was like, oh,
the worst part of the episode though, where I actually got mad at Franklin. You didn't have to shoot that dude who was opening the safe for you,
he
bro.
didn't. He gave him the fucking 12 grand.
The white boy, I get the white boy crackhead. I get that. But this dude, when Franklin was like, put the money in your pocket, I was like, all right, Franklin gonna do a solid. He gonna give this guy 12 G's. That's enough to change that guy's life, not enough for Franklin. And then he shoots him in the back, and I was like, fucking Franklin, man.
Yeah, don't fuck you do that. Yeah, I was like, come on, Frank.
That shit was disappointing as fuck.
Yeah.
What an episode. Man, some good vinyls drop, y'all. I know they just dropped E40 in a major way. That just dropped.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
shit.
I picked that up. Get On Down's been releasing all kinds of shit, man.
I never have enough money for myself, so I'm getting shit. I'm just taking care of life. You know?
Priorities right there, man. Can't get mad at that. Yeah, they Get On Down. I ordered that. Nas the Lost Tapes. Order that shit. So I'm anxious for those two. Another record store day shit I missed. I couldn't get to today was that Raphael Sadiq, but one of my homies in LA found it. He's shipping it to me on Monday. I was like, good looking out.
Yeah, man, vinyls is 50 pop and shit, my nigga. I'm like, yo, I'm good.
That's why I only buy one here and there, man. Well, I mean today, yeah, I dropped a little bit today.
It's just that shipping that kills me. It's like, what the fuck? And I love to get in major way on vinyl. I only get albums on vinyl that I love. I don't get the random shit. I get shit that I really love. That's how I do my collection. Like I get classics that I worship.
Well, I'm like, I do the Vinyl Me Please. I love that club. It's $40 a month, and they send you a new hip hop album every month that they release. I didn't like this month's release coming up. I forgot who it was again. I'm like, nah, it's not for me. And they give you the opportunity to switch it up. So I'm getting Ready to Die in the mail soon. So I was like, you know, that one I don't have. I don't have that on vinyl. So I was like, let me get that.
I have that. I don't have Life After Death. I need to get Life After Death.
I got Life After Death. I bought
that and Eyes on Me is like $60 fucking. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I got Life After Death. It was a record store day release. It's a see-through clear vinyl. And that one came out like 5 years ago, maybe 6. And I bought that one. And then All Eyes on Me. Yeah, I got that one a while back, and I still paid almost $70 for that shit.
I hate that shit. That pisses me off, dog.
I mean, I get it. There's 4 records in that bitch, but it shouldn't be more than 50. I'll give you 50. That's
bro. I got Wu-Tang Forever for 40, bro.
40. Yeah, I got that one too right there. Wu-Tang Forever.
But I got the one before Get On Down, like I got a while ago, and it was $40. Bro.
Yeah,
new.
Some of these motherfuckers, man. Yeah, it does get pricey. So there's some albums that come out where I'm like, nah, I'm gonna have to pass on that. But the way
I had this vinyl bug, like they got Hard to Earn from Gangstar, sold out already. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, they had Get On Down had Common One Day It All Makes Sense. That sold out. I really wanted that one, man.
The brown fucking records. In
that's my favorite Common album. I was like, I really wanted that one.
That's top 3 for me. That's top 3.
Yeah, for me, top 3. That one, B, and Like Water for Chocolate.
Yeah, Steve don't like water for chocolate for some reason.
He also don't like Black Album, so I don't know. Go figure.
Oh, he has. I think we talked about it, Rick. He has May off, like every Saturday of May off. I think he said.
Yeah.
So, yo, Ross, I'm gonna push up Shaq from June to
Oh,
May.
So hold on.
Yo,
Let me look at the calendar because I'm trying to get a certain day off. I'll let you know. I'll text you
what?
because
I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, man.
I'm supposed to like work some graveyard shit, but I'm trying to give it to somebody else because I'm telling you, man, I hate Shaq so bad.
Bro, for
There's some
me,
good features. I don't care for any Shaq verse though.
I'm like that. I'm like where he's decent, but I like the song because it's the nigga on it.
Yeah,
That's mostly his third album, Can't Stop the Rain.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like Shaq Fu got motherfucking that You Don't Need No Hooks with RZA and Meth.
yep.
And I think that should have been a Gravedigger song featuring Method Man.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre Chronic, $44 at Target. Yeah, they just re-released it.
I paid 20 for my Chronic, bro. I couldn't believe it.
I don't.
$20.
That's good.
Yeah.
I paid maybe $30, whatever. Like, see, Doobie, you're right, man. I got the 30th anniversary. I thought that was dope with the it has a death row next to the Aftermath logo. I actually thought that was dope.
I have the 2001 press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it still says executive produced by Suge Knight with Dr. I don't know. I got the cassette in the mail. I'm still waiting for the repress of the CD and the vinyl to arrive. And I bought it. I have the CD. I have like 4 fucking copies. But I wanted it with that Aftermath logo. I just thought that was weird, man. I was like, I gotta add that.
Yeah, but I have like 2 pressings of the Chronic. I got the OG and I got the 2001 remaster.
My homie, and I used to have this myself, but I don't. And my homie has it. He has the long box release.
Oh yeah, I came with rolling papers, bro.
Yep, and he has that, and I'm like, bro, I'll give you 100 for it. He won't let it go. It just sits in his garage, and I'm like, come on, man, just let that shit go one time. You ain't gonna. It just sits in a box in his garage. I'm like, man, at least I'll have it on display and everything.
And I'm such a rap nerd that I know, like at the bottom it says "In Butter We Trust." It's fire, bro.
And I saw it brand new online. Somebody had it for like 5 G's. I'm like, fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah, niggas is crazy with them long boxes, bro. Yeah.
That cassette, the green cassette, it's cool. It just came in today, actually, dude. That shit came in this morning. That shit's fire.
I forgot what color my Chronic cassette is. I think it's white and blue text.
Oh, you got the OG?
Nah, I got like some fucking tapeheadcity.com. Okay. They're great. They ship so fast.
That's dope. Yeah. Well, y'all, I got a concert to get ready for y'all.
All right, G.
Kind of short. About to go catch Journey.
Do your thing, boy.
All right, y'all. It was fun. I'll see y'all for sure next Saturday.
Yep, Snoop.
All right. Yep. That's going to be a good show, y'all, because I fucking love that album.
All right, my G's.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Peace, Rick. There you have it.
There you have it. Ghetto Commission Wise Guys.
Yep, 1998. 25 years old this year, along with the other albums they're doing, all doing 98 albums. So,
sidebar, I don't really like the album cover for that.
For this?
Yeah, for Wise Guys. Because I don't know, it's just them wearing like black sweaters with the limit chin. You know what I mean? It's not
looking all mundane and shit.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, they've all been told that this is their only album, they're never gonna have a second one. It's like
they all look bummed out, don't they?
Yeah, really bummed out. Yeah, this is it. You make the most out of it. This is your one album. You're not getting any more.
Well, the album, fellas.
Yeah, they did. I can't remember which album it was. It was one of the 99 ones. It does say like, upcoming like new Ghetto Commission. There was going to be a second one, but it just never saw the light of day.
Word, I would imagine what that would be like, bro. Instead, I'll prefer a fucking Holloway album. I said that 1,000 times, but
yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all. Doobie's only nigga in the chat. Looks like Cruz, Chicago, and this shit now. Shout out to y'all. Next week, Snoop Dogg, The Game Is To Be Sold, Not To Be Told.
LBC.
Y'all, straight. We'll get to that, man. So,
Yep.
that being said, we'll see you motherfuckers on the flip side. Peace, y'all.
Have a good one.